Bienvenue to my kitchen. Today, we're diving into something truly decadent, warm and gooey, homemade sticky buns. Trust me, once you make these, you'll never look at store-bought ones the same way again. They're perfect for a special breakfast, a weekend brunch, or just whenever you need a sweet, comforting treat. The process is so rewarding, and the smell that will fill your house is absolutely heavenly. So, grab your apron and let's get baking. First things first, let's talk about the dough. This is the foundation of our sticky buns, and we want it to be soft, fluffy, and rich. We're going to make an enriched dough, which means it has eggs, butter, and milk. This gives it that incredible texture and flavor. In a large bowl, or the bowl of your stand mixer, we'll start by activating our yeast. Combine warm milk, a little bit of sugar, and your active dry yeast. Let it sit for about 5 to 10 minutes until it gets foamy. This is how you know your yeast is alive and ready to work its magic. Once the yeast is bubbly, we'll add the rest of our dough ingredients: more sugar, a couple of eggs, melted butter, a pinch of salt, and our all-purpose flour. If you're using a stand mixer, attach the dough hook and knead on low speed for about 8 to 10 minutes. You're looking for the dough to become smooth, elastic, and pull away from the sides of the bowl. If you're kneading by hand, turn the dough out onto a lightly floured surface and get ready for a little workout. Knead for about 10 to 15 minutes until you achieve that same smooth, elastic consistency. It's a great way to connect with your baking. Once kneaded, place the lightly oiled bowl, cover it, and let it rise in a warm place for about an hour to an hour and a half, or until it has doubled in size. While our beautiful dough is rising, let's prepare the star of the show, the sticky caramel pecan topping. This is what makes a sticky bun. In a small saucepan over medium heat, melt together some butter, brown sugar, a little bit of corn syrup or honey to prevent crystallization, and a splash of heavy cream. Whisk it all together until it's smooth and the sugar has dissolved. Let it bubble for just a minute. Then pour this glorious caramel mixture into the bottom of your 9 by 13-inch baking pan. Spread it out evenly, and then generously sprinkle a cup of chopped pecans right over the top. Set that aside for now. It's ready and waiting for our dough. Okay, has your dough doubled? Perfect. Gently punch it down to release the air and turn it out onto a lightly floured surface. We're going to roll it into a large rectangle, about 12 by 18 inches. Try to keep the edges as straight as you can. Now for the delicious filling. Brush the entire surface of the dough with softened butter. Don't be shy here. Then, in a small bowl, mix together some more brown sugar and a generous amount of cinnamon. Sprinkle this mixture evenly all over the buttered dough, leaving a small half-inch border along one of the long edges. This will help us seal the roll later. Now partolignitep. Starting from the long edge opposite the one you left bare, roll the dough up into a tight log. You want it to be snug to ensure you get those beautiful, tight spirals. Pinch the seam to seal it shut. Now, using a sharp serrated knife or even unflavored dental floss for a super clean cut. Slice the log into 12 equal pieces. Each one should be about 1.5 inches thick. Look at those gorgeous swirls of cinnamon. Carefully place each bun, cut side down, on top of the pecan and caramel mixture in your prepared baking pan. We're not quite ready for the oven yet. These buns need a second rise. Cover the pan loosely with plastic wrap and let the buns rise again in a warm spot for about 30 to 45 minutes, or until they look puffy and are touching each other. This second rise ensures they'll be incredibly light and tender. While they're rising, go ahead and preheat your oven to 375 degrees Fahrenheit. Once they're nice and puffy, it's time to bake. Place them in the preheated oven and bake for about 25 to 30 minutes, or until they are golden brown on top. The moment of truth: carefully remove the pan from the oven. This next step is important and time-sensitive. Let the pan cool for just 2 to 3 minutes, no longer. We need the caramel to be hot and liquidy so it doesn't stick to the pan. Place a large serving platter or a baking sheet over the top of the pan. Then, with oven mitts on, very carefully and quickly flip the whole thing over. Lift the pan away and watch as that incredible gooey caramel and pecan topping cascades down over the warm buns. If any pecans stick to the pan, just scoop them out and place them on top. Let them cool for just a few minutes before serving, as that caramel will be extremely hot. But honestly, these are best served warm. The dough is pillowy soft. The filling is a swirl of sweet cinnamon, and that caramel pecan topping is just pure indulgence. They are sticky, messy, and absolutely perfect. Thank you so much for baking along with me today. I hope you give this recipe a try. If you do, let me know how it goes in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more delicious recipes. Happy baking!